Installing the PROtastic pan extension arm. With your extension arm, you should receive the following components. First, ensure your Ronin is not on and does not have the battery in it. Then, remove it from its quick release and lay it down onto a flat surface. From here, to make the installation easier, get one of your Ronin Velcro straps and tie down your tilt axis. If you have a Ronin thumbstick controller, now is a good point to unstick it from the Ronin, as we will need access to the screws under it. Here is the position where the extension will be added to. To start, you will need to remove the battery quick release system by using a 1.5 hex Allen key. Once these 4 screws are removed, the quick release simply slides off. From here, you want to use the provided Allen key to loosen these 4 screws holding the middle Ronin motor module. These may be quite tight and you may need to use some pliers to get some extra twisting force. Once you get close to the last screws, take care that the motor module does not drop off, and that you are holding it securely with your hand. Once all the screws are undone, slowly disconnect the module from the rest of the Ronin. You will see that there is a cable running through this arm into the motor compartment. Now, we need to gain access into this compartment to switch out the old cable with the one provided. Here you will need your 1.5 hex Allen key again to open up the middle motor electrical board compartment. Remove the 3 screws holding the cover and gently pry off. Keep in mind that the board will be stuck to this cover. Here you will find one end of the cable. Now disconnect the old cable and connect one end of the provided cable, taking care while removing the connection sealant. Insert the cable into the motor module compartment and plug it in. Feed it through the extension, and now carefully put everything back in place with your new cable now plugged in. Now we need to get to the other end of the old cable and finish the connection. Get your 1.5 hex again to open up the main circuit board compartment at the back of the Ronin. Begin by removing the 4 screws holding the board in. Now gently pry off the lid. Once again, the board will be stuck to it. One thing to keep in mind while pulling out the board is that the board is attached by these pins to a secondary board. This means that you have to pull this board out in a perpendicular manner to make sure you do not bend these pins. Now remove the old cable, feed the other end of your provided cable through the extension arm, making sure that it's the right way round by checking its fit, and now slide the provided cable up the back of the arm and plug it into the socket where the old cable was. Check it is securely in place. Once you have done this, reverse the process, making sure you place the board in straight to prevent bending the connection pins while placing the board back. Then securely fasten the 4 screws back in place. Now we will secure the new extension arm to the Ronin. As you can see, there is a gap for the cable where you attach the extension. The easy way to get past this problem is to pre-feed the provided screws into their allocated holes before tightening them in place. If you do not do this, you will find this step difficult, as the screws will fall into the compartment left for the cable inside of the extension. Do this for one side and then the next. As you can see, the extension arm has given you 4 new holes to attach the Ronin quick release battery system. Once this is done, the assembly is complete. Attach the quick release, add the battery, and test out your new extended Ronin.